everyone, it's Jenny from Homestead Corner, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about foods to never stockpile in your long-term food storage. Buying food to put in our pantries and our food storage, and some of those foods are great for long term and others are not good for long term. We want to be careful what we're putting away for long term and how much we're buying of it. There are a lot of things that just are not going to last. Having a year's worth or 6 months worth on hand is wonderful, but if you're only going to eat 25 pounds of it in a year, you don't want to be buying up 300-400 pounds and then it's gonna spoil. You don't want that to happen. So I think it's important to look at some of the foods that we do buy and make sure that if we're putting them in long-term storage, that they're actually going to last in long-term storage. So one of the things I love to look at is like pasta. When you look at the ingredients on this pasta, there's no oil in this box pasta and there are no eggs in this. It's not like homemade pasta or fresh made pasta at all. It's very different, and this is going to store long term. But when you get into pasta like this is not going to last. There are fats and oils in here that they put into these packages to help with the flavor. So all you have to add is a little bit of water or a little bit of milk or something like that. And then all the seasoning is in there. You have to be really careful with the seasoning because if there are fats and oils in there, it is going to spoil. So if this has a 1-year shelf life, I look at how many times are we going to eat this. If we go through one of these, I don't know, let's say we ate one a week. I don't think we eat that many, but even if we ate one a week, I wouldn't put more than 52 boxes in the pantry because I want to make sure that we're going to eat it before it goes bad. And even if a couple spilled over the time and they're going to be good a little bit past the date anyway, but the oils and fats and stuff can go rancid in here and you don't want to waste your money. So I may keep 50 or so boxes in the pantry, and then as it dwindles down I will replace it and add it to the back. You want to continuously be rotating your food storage. So these things are great, and I think they have their place in the pantry, absolutely. The mac and cheese, the kids love that stuff. These are super handy. They're great. You can add chicken to this and make a whole meal, a quick, instant food almost. These are great, but I don't think they're stuff that you want in your long-term storage. Long term, you want to go with single item. When you're looking at dried stuff, you want it to be single item. You don't want, like this pasta does not have fats and oils. You want to look at that on your labels, your ingredients and stuff like that. And rices, like you've got your white long grain rice. This is great. Vacuum seal it up, get it in buckets. Tons of white rice. These little packets, they've got fats and oils, and these fats are going to go bad. This is going to last 30 years sealed up, but this is not. So I think it's important to look at that. And a lot of people don't think about it. They think, oh, potatoes. I can store potatoes long term. This one's okay because it's just potatoes, but this one's got butter in it. And butter flavor and some fats and oils and stuff. So this one is not going to last. This you can seal up and it's going to last for a super long time. But it's really important to look at the back of your packaging and the ingredients and stuff, because those added ingredients, a lot of times that's what's going to go bad in it. It's not going to be the potatoes themselves that are dehydrated, but those fats, those are going to cause a problem in long term. One of the things that we like to do is my kids love these instant oatmeals. And these are great. And there are actually no fats added to these. You can take the packages and vacuum seal them, and they're gonna last a super long time. You've got seasoning, you know, some spices, some sugar, and oatmeal in here. You wanna just look at those ingredients and make sure, because this is gonna last long term, and so is your regular oats. But once those other things get in there, that is going to spoil your long-term food storage. So you want to be really careful with what the ingredients are. I think that is so important. And because a lot of people will look at potatoes and they think, oh, but this is my favorite kind with the sour cream and chives flavor, so I'll store 300 bags of that. Unfortunately, you're not going to get through them all before they start to go bad. So you just want to make sure those fats and oils. I think fats and oils are important to have in the pantry, but again, you can't stockpile them. You need to keep what you're going to use before it goes bad. So if it's an oil that's going to last a year, having a year's worth I think is a great idea. But having 4 years worth is a waste of money and space. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about these different kinds of things that, you know, storing these single ingredients, absolutely. Store them up, pack them to the rafters. You can't have too much. We got crazy times coming and we need to be prepared. So these single ingredient dried items, absolutely. But anything with your oils and fats, you want to be careful how much you store of it so you're not overstocking it and just wasting your space and money. And that is it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.